Hi guys, this is Professor Serrano-Correa, and this is COSC 1436, May term 2019. Welcome. Um, I'm so glad that you all guys are here, and we are in for a really fast-paced course. I want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a class that we've condensed from 16 weeks to 21 days. So you have assignments due every single day. So I want to make sure that if you have signed up for this class, you don't have anything else that you're committed for, because it will take you sometimes probably 5 to 6 hours a day. Sometimes it can be more as it becomes harder. So I'm just putting that out there just in case you have other commitments, like, let's say, working full time. Do not take this class. Okay. All right. So here you have the course, which is on eCampus. And I just want to quickly just go through and give you an orientation like I would normally do in a classroom environment. I post announcements here. For you guys, it'll be every day since you have something due every single day. It's just reminders, or if people bring up some kind of problem, or with the software or the coding, then I'll post information here. So that's what that this area is about. Anytime that I post an announcement, the announcement goes straight to your email. And so I want to make sure that your email is up to date on eCampus, and I'll show you how to update that. So announcements, then we have let's go before we go into the syllabus. Let me show you what I'm talking about regarding your email. If you go to the assignments, you're going to start with assignment 0. Here in assignment 0, it actually gives you the instructions on how to change your email. All that is found, and it's part of your assignment. If up here, notice you have my DCCD courses, community, you don't have faculty. So if you go under my DCCD, here on the left hand side, it says tools. Under tools, let's see, you have personal information. Under personal information, it's one of these. Let's see, edit personal information. Yeah, this is where the email that you want my announcement to go to will be sent to. So you want to edit that if it's not an email that you check. Okay. Also, here is where you get to reset your password if you want to reset your password, and personalize some of your settings. Like, you can add a picture. I need to do that. This is actually kind of new. I think this started maybe I don't know. I think I want to say this past year, 2019, and it's really nice because when people post on the discussion board, it posts a picture, so you kind of get an idea of it personalizes the discussion. So add a picture on there. So we're going to go back to courses, and let's see, you got to find your course, summer. Your section is 34,440. Make sure that you always, when you send me an email, send me the section number, because it gets really confusing. This summer I have 5 different sections, and like I have 2 COSC 1436, and it gets confusing. Okay, so going back here, I'm going to look at the syllabus. You have a quiz over the syllabus, and that's bonus points. So make sure you read it all and take that little quiz. It's not timed. Okay, so here's my email address. And if you have any problems with eCampus, you want to call this number, tech support. You will get somebody will talk to you, and they will help you. For example, if you can't log into eCampus, so you forgot your password. Okay. This is the lab at Cedar Valley College if you want to use our labs. The lab is located, actually, I'm not sure that the lab is open May term, but lab is A206. This is a phone number. You can call them and see if they have what you need, like the software and the computer. So here's our textbook that's required. The textbooks are free downloads from iBooks. iBooks is an app that you can put on your computer, your phone, and your iPad. If you have Apple devices, the software has to run on a Mac computer or a computer with a Mac operating system. But the book can be on any Apple device. So let me search here for iBooks. Okay, so here's iBooks, and I've already downloaded my book, App Development. It's called App Development with Swift. If you don't have the book yet, what you would do is you would go to bookstore, and then from here you would search for the book. So you type under search the name of the book, and the book comes up. There are many books that use Swift, so you want to make sure that you have the right one. Okay? Okay, so that's the book. The software is also free. It's a free download from the Apple website. And it depends on the version of your Mac operating system, what Xcode version you can use. And I'll probably post something on the announcement. For example, when I started working, there's some videos for each lesson, and I recorded part of those videos using Xcode 9 because the laptop I had borrowed from a friend, and she had an older version, so I could not install the current operating system. And Xcode 10, which is the current one, would not run on that operating system. Currently, I'm running Xcode 10. So if you don't have the latest, greatest Mac, that's okay. You can use an older version of Xcode. You want to try to upgrade your Mac operating system as to the latest one possible, okay? And the cool thing about Apple is that when you try to go in and let's say that you have an older machine and you try a Mac operating system that doesn't work on it, that it's way too new for it, then it tells you, it says, no, sorry, but this computer, we can't install this on this particular machine. So you don't waste any time. It's really fast and quick. And actually installing it is also a very fast process, installing a Mac operating system, because I had to do that on the last machine. So the thing that took me a bit longer was just figuring out, like, the right combination of Xcode and the Mac OS. So if you need that, I'll post a link. There's a website that I found that has a lot of it has all the older Xcode versions. I know Apple has them too, but it took me a while to find that, so I can post that, make it easier for you. But to find the newest Mac operating system, or any Mac operating system, you just go to the store, the Apple Store, whatever it's called, App Store, and they have them on there for free. Okay, so again, the hardware, you have to have a Mac operating system, and the student files. They're student files that you download from the book. So let's take a look at those. Oh, this is the wrong book, sorry. Just did what I told you not to do. Give me just a minute. I need to plug in my machine because it's running. Battery's running low. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's close this out and let's open app development with Swift. Okay, so here is what it looks like. Here's table of contents. If I go to the introduction and I go to page 5, right here it says download student materials. It downloads a folder, and it's a zipped folder, compressed. And then when you open the folder, I have it over here on my left hand side. Let me move this over a little bit. Here's what the folder looks like. Student resources. These are the units 1, 2, and 3 that we're going to be covering. And when you open each unit, then it has like unit 1.1, unit 1.2. Close this. Yeah. So unit 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. There's not a unit 1.5. There's a unit 1.6. Unit 1-7 activity, which you don't need any files, but you still have an activity that you do. So this is what that looks like when you download it. So you need those files. Let's see, where was I? Okay. And again, we're going to go through the introduction. We're going to go through unit 1, unit 2, and unit 3. So for each unit, you can collapse and look at the different sections. You can click on the section. You'll go through these sections. I have a video that goes through the unit sections, like unit 1.1, 1.2, etc. So you can, what I recommend is maybe look at the video and see if you can do the assignment with just the video. The video goes over everything that you see here, but the video does a much better job than the book does. If the video doesn't help for some reason, once you get to more complex things, you can always go back and look at the book. Also, like as you're doing a lab exercise, you can go back and look at the book to see how the code should look. Definitely take notes as you watch the video, because when you do your lab exercises, it's going to be difficult to do them if you don't have notes and you don't have the book in front of you. So take notes. Don't just sit there passively watching the video. Okay, so at the end of each unit, so this is Unit 1-1, Introduction to Swift and Playgrounds, it has some review questions, and many times it has a lab assignment. See this lab right here says Lab Introduction Playground. You'll be required to do the lab, and then these little review questions, you do them. Notice there's just 4 of them. These you don't have to turn in, but this is what your test will kind of look like. So you want to do these review questions, and it's nice because it'll give you the answer. Okay, so let's go back to the syllabus, and I think I closed it, so let me open it again. Okay, so here we are with the syllabus, course description. And this class does not have a prerequisite. Our class begins May 17th, ends May the 31st. No, I'm sorry. It ends June the 5th. The drop date is May the 31st. Certification date is 5/20. Certification date is for those students who are in financial aid. So to get certified that you've attended, all you have to do is complete the quiz or do the discussion board. You need to be able to see that you've attended the class by that date. This talks about, just go through and read this. It talks about the lessons and the exams. Here are the different units that we're doing. Getting started is just logging in to eCampus. Hopefully you're logged in already. This talks about cheating. This is making sure that you do your own lab assignments. You can work with somebody, you can get help, but you don't want somebody to do stuff for you. And with programs, it's pretty easy to see if you've copied somebody else's work. This is how you get evaluated. So, and I was wrong. It looks like assignment 0 is not bonus points. Or maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. So there are 25 labs, and some of them are 10 points. So there's a couple, maybe 2 of them that are 10 points. Everything else is 20 points. The guided projects, these are a little bit longer. They're at the end of each unit. These are 50 points each. There are 2 exams that are 100 points each, and 1 exam that's 50 points. And then there are 4 discussion boards. Those are graded. And we just have a normal 900 to 1,000 point system. Okay. So those are the important points for the syllabus. Let's go over here, and so we went through the syllabus. Meet your instructor. This is information about me. And again, I need to add a picture to that. Sorry. I'll add that. Course schedule. Here's what I call boot camp. This is going to be rough, guys, okay? So you got 21 days to do this 16-week class. We start on the 17th, and there's something due every single day. 17th, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. I give you a tiny little break so you can breathe. 29, 30, 31, then June the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. If you do an assignment, let's say that you, on the very first day, you do this assignment and you do unit 1 and 2, and you're like, oh, that was easy. That only took me, 3 hours. Keep going. If something did not take you a long time, move to the next thing. Do not just sit there and take a break, because there will be other stuff that will take you a long time. For example, these unit exams, they're not going to take you very long. They're short exams. So um, as soon as you're done with an exam, just start on the next lesson. Okay, don't get behind. Some of these, notice like on 523, you only have one unit that's due. That means these units are longer. They might take you a little bit longer, depending on your level of expertise in programming. So if it does not take you a long time, boom, just go to the next one. Okay, because this one might actually take you a long time. Lesson 4, Unit 2 is actually a long lesson. I think I have like 3 videos for that. Okay. Now here at the top, it says participate in Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3 discussions as you work through that unit. The discussion boards are to post information that can help other people, post questions, post things that you found out that were helpful. So the second that you find a cool resource or that you get stuck, post a question. On the discussion boards, you can, here, let's go to one that people have already started, this one. You can subscribe to the discussion board. So if you subscribe to it, it will send you emails as people post. So subscribe to let's say the Unit 1 discussion. As people post questions, you can help them answer questions. You can post your own question. You can post your own resources. This is really helpful if you subscribe and if everyone participates. Once once you're in the middle of Unit 2, maybe everybody's done with Unit 1, you'll stop getting emails for that. You can also unsubscribe. So I can subscribe and I can unsubscribe. Okay, the next thing is, we went here, looked at that. Let's look at the assignments and exams. So again, you're going to start with assignment 0, and you'll open up the Start Here PDF. You'll go through all of this. This is where it talked about changing your personal information to make sure that your email was correct. In this assignment, it asks you to print the course schedule and check your email, go to the discussion and introduce yourselves, print your syllabus, read it, and complete the syllabus quiz. Set up your computer environment, which means that you'll be setting up Xcode. And you want to do this as soon as possible because you'll run into problems. It might take you a while if you're not on the most current operating system. Download your book. Gives you all the steps on how to download your book. And yep, that's it. So go through that assignment, read it. This is a video on setting up Xcode. No, it's not a video, sorry. It's a link. So this tells you about, it says Xcode 10 can only be installed on this version of High Sierra. And which is an operating system for Mac. But ideally, it should be running on Mojave. It says, if you're still, okay, here we go. If you're still running on an earlier OS, such as Mavericks, Yosemite, El Capitan, Sierra, etc., you'll need to update your OS. You have a look at Apple's website for instructions on how to do so. Oh, so here it tells you how to check what version of OS you have. It tells you how to download a new version of OS and how to download Xcode. Okay, so this is only to install Xcode 10, and if for some reason you can't upgrade your operating system to these to High Sierra or Mojave, then you can just use an older Xcode. So I'll post that those resources for you. Okay. Here's a syllabus quiz and their bonus points. Okay, going back to assignments and exams. When you start Unit 1, the PDF here is something that you can look at every time or print it if you'd like. And it tells you what to do for each lesson. These are where the lesson videos are found. And go back here. Oops, too far. The discussion, don't forget about that. This is where you submit your labs. You click on it. Tells you, like, this one's 10 points, and you browse your computer for the file that you want to upload. You can upload multiple files, or I will ask you when there are multiple files to put them in a folder. Put all the files in one folder and then compress that folder. So you would send me a zip file, and I can only open zip files, so please just send me those. And yeah, and that's going to be all in the instructions. If you're not sure how to compress files or zip files, I think I provided a video for you when you have to do that, because that might be something you haven't done before. Let's take a look here. Under the lesson videos, yeah, right here it says compressing Mac files. So how to compress on a Mac OS. Okay. After you finish Unit 1, you'll take an exam. Then you'll go to Unit 2. And then there'll be a folder here. It's not there yet. I need to add the folder for Unit 2 exam, and then there'll be a Unit 3 exam folder. So right now I just want you to concentrate on Unit 1 and don't look at anything else. Just go to Unit 1 and get started with that. Or first get started with assignment 0. Okay, so I'm recording. So assignment, after you're done with assignment exams, let's take a look back to discussion boards. Again, don't forget to subscribe for these, on these. The stuff down here you won't see on your actual setup. This is just because I'm an instructor, I have a control panel. So you'll just see this at the top. And I'm actually going to make these, I'm going to hide these links. So you should see, let's go back to here. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to show student view, but it's not working. Okay. All right, so this is all I wanted to show you on here. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me. I'll be glad to help you through the course. And when you email me, make sure that you have the course and the section number. Make sure that you have screenshots. For example, I'm working on Unit 1.3 exercise 2. Okay, there's different exercises. So if you're working on unit 1.3 exercise 2, show you what I mean by that. So unit 1, this is 1.1.3. This is the lab. This is what the lab looks like. Let's say, see up here, it says lab operations. That's the name of the lab. And then these are the exercises. So let's say you're working on exercise 3. Then if you will take a screenshot of this, let's say that you don't know how to do this at all, this very first one. Take a screenshot of this, send me the screenshot, and that just helps me be able to answer the question no matter where I'm at. Sometimes I check my emails on my phone. You know, I could be in the car, not driving, of course, somebody else driving, and I can quickly send you a response back. Otherwise, I have to get to my computer, and it has to be the Mac computer specifically, and so I can open this file. It just takes me a lot longer. So send me a screenshot of whatever you're looking at that you have questions on. It doesn't matter if it's this or if it's on eCampus, or later on you'll be working on actual projects, on coding actual applications. You can send me screenshots of that. Okay. Also, please add your name to your emails so that I can respond. I like to actually type your name and feel like I'm talking to you, so please add your name to your emails. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's all. Okay. Thank you very much.